piece of the action. So they jumped on and started making regular soda bottle size water. And, I mean, it makes sense because they had all that carbonated water. And all of a sudden, it's $1 billion industry. And the number one selling one is Coca-Cola's Dasani. Number two is Pepsi-Cola's Aquafina. One of the top one is Deja Blue. It's owned by 7-Up and Dr. Pepper. I mean, even Nestle owns their own water. Everyone's getting into the water business, okay? Now, you can imagine that water from Coca-Cola is not going to be all that great for your health, okay? Matter of fact, you know, we know in the news back, what, 3-4 years ago, that we found out that it's actually recycled tap water, okay? Well, I knew this back 7 years ago. When I was testing, it was actually a bottle of Dasani, and I was trying to prove that there was no chlorine in bottled water. I said one of the benefits, no chlorine. So I put some in a cup, put in a chlorine tester, and I'm in front of 80 people, and I'm shaking this cup, and everyone's laughing, and the cup's turning bright yellow because it had chlorine in it. And I was like, whoa. And then I did it and opened up a brand new one and did it and tested again, and it turned yellow again. And I'm like, wow, they're selling tap water. Imagine, you could go to your house and fill up a glass of tap water for free, and you spend a dollar or so for bottled tap water. Wow, what a privilege. I get to spend money on bottled tap water. Okay, well now we know that it doesn't have chlorine in it, and they have to tell you what the source is, okay? So, this is Dasani, and we're going to pour some water in here. And the next one is Smart Water. Anyone ever drink Smart Water? Okay, listen, I'm a smart guy. All right, I'm not going to hold back. The truth is the truth, okay? But I thought this would help me. You know, smart water, right? You know, I like being smart. Well, I wasn't too smart drinking this water, and I'm going to show you why. But it sure sounds good. I started reading up on it, and guess what it's basically made of? Distilled water. The worst water you could be drinking. All right, now if you're going to drink bottled water, my best recommendation is Fiji. Okay, it is true. They said it's 7.8 pH. Okay, if you get it fresh, it's got a good pH. And it even has total dissolved solids. It's up to 220. That's pretty good. It's got calcium, silica, magnesium, bicarbonates. So this is all good for you. All right? The problem is that it's in plastic. Okay? And what's wrong with being in plastic? Leaching, right? Leaching what? Good stuff or bad stuff? Bad stuff, you know, dioxins. Okay, now we all know that Fiji is a northern island, right? No, it's in the tropics. It's in the tropics, and they make this stuff. They put it outside and sitting there until getting ready to get shipped. It gets put on a ship, and the ship, it's on containers, not refrigerated. They're stacked high. They're probably 150 degrees, and they're percolating inside. Okay, and then after 2 months of traveling over, and then they put it into a truck, and they bring it all the way up here, and then they put it on the store. And if you're lucky, it's outside sitting in the sun because it's on sale, and you've got dioxins in here. Okay, and on top of that, clothes, plastic. One of the worst problems of pollution today is plastics. Do you know what they have found out in the ocean? They have found an eddy of plastic swirling in the middle of the ocean, twice the size of the state of Texas. Okay? And they didn't just find one. They found several. Okay? So, if that isn't good enough reason to quit drinking bottled water, I don't know what is. So, but Fiji, if you're going to drink any, and you know what, sometimes I'm out driving around and I'm thirsty and I don't have my ionizer with me, and I ran out of my water, I'm going to drink some Fiji because it's about as close to what I'm looking for. It's got minerals, alkaline. It doesn't have the negative ORP. but it doesn't have chlorine either. Next, sports water, Propel, Gatorade, vitamin water. They're all the same type of stuff. Folks, have you seen those commercials years ago when you see the basketball star jump up, right? He's playing and they said, are you made of the good stuff? And he lands and he's sweating blue, green, and orange. Hello? If you see someone sweating blue, green, and orange, call 911. There's something wrong with them. They got to be sick. All right? They got to be sweating clear stuff for me to think that they're healthy. All right? But, they sell this. Athletes are backing it up, and the kids are drinking this. The young athletes are drinking this. The coach says, hey, good job, go drink some Propel. Man, I tell my kids, it's a punishment. Go stand in the corner and drink some Propel. Okay, because this thing is not good for you. This is highly acidic. You are better off washing your batteries with this stuff. And I know some of you don't quite believe me, but I'll show it to you. And now, some of y'all's favorite, okay, I got to ask this question. How many of y'all are closet soda drinkers? Go ahead. How many of y'all like to drink soda now and then? Anybody? Well, now and then, once in a while? Go ahead. I know some of y'all are probably going, well, actually, 3 times a week. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm a closet drinker. I'll sneak one now and then. This is not a bad size, right? When you find out how acidic this is, you're going to realize, oh my gosh, okay? But I'll be honest, when I was a kid, this used to be my water. Okay, I lived in Panama. My father was in the military. We were growing up, and unfortunately, we couldn't drink the water. So my father would buy 4 cases of soda every week or every other week. Okay, and so we drank Coke, 7-Up, Orange Fanta, Grape Fanta, you name it. We drank the soda pop, and we thought that was our water. I remember on some Saturdays that my brothers and I would see how many bottles we could drink. We could drink 8 to 10. Okay, that's probably what happened to this. But later I found out that this is not the thing to drink. And believe it or not, here's some tap water. And folks, we're up here in New Jersey, everyone, if you don't realize that. And man, New Jersey tap water is actually one of the best waters I've ever tested. Not tasted, but tested. I will not taste any tap water, but test it, okay? And so it doesn't look all that bad. And then, of course, we have ionized alkali Shinsen water, which comes from the elite unit right there. This is 9.5. And I'm going to show you why this is the best thing to drink. All right, so, young lady, hi. How are you? Would you like to come up? I want you to read some numbers for me. And do we need a microphone for her? No, we don't need a microphone? Okay, so, all right, could you read that number?
Sure, it's 238.
238. Could everyone hear that? Okay, good. All right, that's Dasani. All right, now this is Smart Water.
Okay, it's 190.
Okay, so a little bit better than the Dasani, right? So I guess I was smart, a little bit. Okay, here's the Fiji water.
It's 171.
171, so this is better.
Yes.
Okay. Now here's Propel, all right? And Propel, what's happening to the numbers?
It's 272.
So it's going up, all right? So that's not all that great, is it? All right, and then Sprite.
257.
All right, so Sprite's just a little bit better than Propel. All right, and then here's the New Jersey tap water.
245.
Oh, well, maybe not all that good, folks. All right, and then here's the ionized alkalized water at 9.5. And what just happened?
It's negative now. It's negative.
It's not done. Where is it now?
Negative 455.
And still climbing?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Okay, so it's at negative 455, still climbing. Thank you very much. All right, that was a bad egg. We'll give her a hand. And man, I didn't pay you or anything, did I? Okay, great, okay. Okay, so what we were doing is the ORP meter. We're testing the ability for the water to act as an antioxidant. The greater the negative number, the better the potential of acting as an antioxidant. Now, what does it? What causes the negative ORP? Well, when the water goes through, it goes through a couple of filters, then it goes through an electrolysis process. When the water comes in contact with these platinum-plated titanium plates, they get exposed to a lot of energy, which breaks up the minerals. When the minerals break up, the water molecules will break up. Water molecules basically range from 16 to 20 H2O molecules to combine and make a water grouping. Well, when it goes through the electrolysis process, it breaks it down to about 6 to 10. So imagine that now you've got smaller water clumps, okay? So the water is able to be diffused easier.